2 billion years ago, in 1950, these guys came together to take a photo, and this was the first documented time of the Candidates Tournament held by Fide, the international governing body of chess. And just like that, this 8-player round-robin tournament would decide who was going to challenge the throne of being the best player in the world. Just like in other sports, you have to qualify to be at the top. So that's why, in January 2023, Fide announced the Fide Circuit. Now, I know what you're wondering. Why are you surrounded with orange? Your t-shirt is orange, your band is orange, your background's orange. And to that, I will say, but you're probably also wondering, what is the Fide Circuit? It's a great question. Oh yeah, so the Fide Circuit is where players earn points based on the tournament strength and whether it's a classical tournament, rapid tournament, or blitz tournament. Classical tournaments get more points, especially when you're playing with the elite players, while rapid and blitz get way less points because it's not really chess. Now it's kind of an incentive by Fide to make top players play more, but hey, that's how you make a living. So why does it matter? Well, Fide has announced some massive, and I mean massive, changes to qualifying to this next candidates in 2028. Here's how the World Cup used to be. The tournament would start with 206 players. The top 50 of those would get a first round bye, so they would not play. The remaining players were paired up in a 1v1 match, and the winners would advance, the losers would get completely knocked out. Those 78 winners joins the 50 top seeds who got that bye, making a 128 player pack. Now, in the progressing rounds, it would become 128 players to 64 players, 64 to 32, 32 to 16, 16 to 8, 8 to 4, and eventually 4 to 2, where those two players play a final. Now there's also a third place matchup for the two losers to see who would get third place and who would get fourth place, and the top 3 would qualify from the tournament. And then this happened. Wait, no, not that. Although that was pretty cool. Like, good job, Spain. Anyway, this happened. They changed it. So the opening rounds of the back bracket, where normally it's 128, 64, 32, as you just saw, will not be that anymore. It will be Swiss pools. So I'm not sure how many players per each pool. I don't even know if that's out there yet, but I know there's going to be 4 Swiss pools for the men's, and 2 Swiss pools for the women's. It's going to be fast classical format, whatever that means, 45 minutes plus 30-second increment, and the top 4 players from each open and the top 8 players from each women's pool goes into the next stage where it'll be 16 players with the same format as the prior World Cups. It's a little bit of a different format. It'll very much change who we're going to see in the last 16, but that is the new format. This path is actually pretty self-explanatory. If you've played 40 games and they were classical, and at the end of the year you were the highest rated, not given Magnus, then you would qualify. They have gotten rid of that. Unlike the World Cup change, this is actually a tour change. Now, it's called the Total Chess World Championship, so you would think it's one thing, but it's actually a tour of multiple tournaments. So, designed by Norway Chess, they thought that to get one title, you should master all types of time controls. So, in this tour, they're going to play fast classical 45 minutes per player, plus a 30-second increment per move, which counts toward their actual classical rating, their rapid rating, the rapid time control, which is 15 minutes per player plus a 10-second increment, and the blitz, which is 3 minutes per player plus a 2-second increment. So essentially, this total World Chess Championship Tour will consist of 3 legs with all 24 participants, and the top 4 from there play a grand finale to get the total World Combined Chess Champion trophy? They weren't very original with these names.
Oh my
Is
God!
that Erling Haaland promoting the Total World Chess Championship Tour? Alright, well, that's basically the big chunks. There are some small parts where, for example, the World Cup only have 2 qualification spots when it used to have 3. So we saw Wei, Esipenko, and Sindarov. Now based on this year, we would only see Sindarov and Wei. So that may cause some difference, maybe some confusion. But I've covered everything else, so let's go into the last segment we have. So I did say I would give you my thoughts on the whole change in the qualification steps for the Fide candidates. Now obviously I'm not a first-hand experiencer, okay? I get that, so don't say that in the comments. But here are my thoughts. So the first point, the Fide World Cup, I think this new edition sucks. And the reason why it sucks is that every single tournament, almost every single tournament, besides the Esports World Cup, is Swiss based. Literally, find me a tournament that's not Swiss based. Like, literally, every single thing is a person plays another person, maybe they play them twice. But we don't have any tournaments that are like the previous World Cup, where it's knockout. Just like football, it's knockout for their World Cups. Why isn't it knockout for our World Cup as well? The change hasn't gone in 20 years, so I don't know what caused this change. But I hate it because we're never gonna see these underdog stories. We saw Jose Martinez. He was cooking. He was beating everyone. And did pretty convincingly, but that's because of the format. The format causes higher rated players to take more risks in these formats, and then the blitz, some of these high rated players can't stand their ground, right? And we get to see some difference from what we normally see, right? And that might have been also the main reason that Magnus stepped away from the championship. He wants to see something different in chess, right? You don't want to see the same person dominating or the same group of people dominating. So those are my thoughts on the Fide World Cup. I don't know what caused this change, and I mean, this new like idea that Swiss tournaments, the number of days in which the whole tournament happens and will decrease, so the tournament players will increase, so that would be a benefit for the tournament. I don't really see all that, and in my opinion, it's a very bad choice. On number two, I don't remember. I don't remember. What was number two? Uh, what was number two? Oh, the rating spot. I do not care about the rating spot. That is actually a very good thing that Fide did, because now it doesn't let players sit on their rating, and even if they play 40 games, right? This is like to no one anyway. But even if they play these 40 games, want to see people that are more active. And again, this is another way of Fide being like, please play, just like Fide Circuit. Um, but again, like I think that was a good change. I think that change had to have been done. Otherwise, if you have a person that had an awesome tournament and is having a 2800 rating, which could happen, like Bobby could have like an insane tournament, sit at 2820, play 30 games for the rest of the year, and just sit on it. He won't because I don't know who Bobby is, but that could happen necessarily, and that's not good, right? Even though that player deserves to be in the candidates, he needs to prove it to a greater extent. So I think that's a very good change from Fide. I mean, I really approve of this change. It's a very, very good change. Um, yeah, those are my thoughts on the rating spot. I honestly don't really have an opinion on that. It's a very good change from Fide. And the last one, the Total World Chess Championship. What the heck is this? Make it a better name. If you're gonna have something that's called the Total World Chess Championship, people need to know it's different from the World Cup, and it's different from the World Chess Championship, it's different from the World Rapid and Blitz Championship, it's different from the World Rapid and Blitz World Team Championship. You cannot have championship in every single title of every single tournament.
it does not make you sound more credible. It does not make you sound, the same as every other tournament. It makes it sound very repetitive. It makes it sound horrible. If you actually survey 200 people, they will tell you that the name sounds horrible. So first of all, please change that name. It's a horrible name. In terms of the format, it will cause a lot of new people to definitely have a chance. But qualifying for the candidates based on rapid and blitz, in my opinion, is not a great way. This whole notion that Norway Chess has of like making sure that people are good at rapid, blitz, and classical is very weird because the candidates is literally a classical tournament, and so is the Fide World Championship, unless you get the tie breaks. But that's not really what it's about, right? So unless the Fide World Championship has been closed for the last like 10 years, I don't see preparing people for Rapid and Blitz when they could be doing that on their own time and making that something that helps them qualify. I don't think that's a very good ideology. It's not as bad as what Fide has done before. But I mean, those are my thoughts on the Total World Chess Championship. I think it could do with some tweaking. Please change the name. Like, oh my gosh, it's so bad. We have 5 different championships. You need to make a better name. Total World Chess Championship, and I don't even know what the winner of the tournament is called, like the Global Chess Champion. I don't even know. Like chess.com ran like an online tournament called the Global Chess Championship. Like this is what I mean. There's so many championships that it's so hard for someone new to chess to even come in. We're not gonna have a boom like that if you stick to one specific criteria. So those are my thoughts on the 3 main changes that FIDE has done for this upcoming 2028 World Championship match. As for, sorry, the 2028 candidate cycle. As for the World Championship match, I'll be giving my predictions closer to the tournament, so I have some engaging material. As for Rukesh, I don't think he's playing another tournament, and Sindarov, I mean, he just played the Uzbekistan vs India match, so who knows with Sindarov, but if he's in good form, he should play more. Those are my thoughts. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and hit up in the comments. If you have any thoughts about this tournament and all the new changes, please let me know. And let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. This is a very different video from what I normally do on this channel, and I think it might have been a different experience. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. And if you guys want to see me play the worst bot on earth, I'm not even joking, click here or click here to see my round 2 recap. Until next time, Zubin signing out.